The Ring Fanatics podcast, episode number 142. I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, my co host, Joel.
Yo.
As always, as we start the episode every week, go subscribe to us on YouTube if you've not done so already. Also, our other social medias like Instagram, X, TikTok, Facebook, and the audio streaming platforms if you listen to the audio version,
Yes,
like
sir.
Spotify and the other ones. Um, wow, so this past Saturday, very big thing happened.
Yeah.
Right after Survivor Series finished, uh, the big thing that everyone was talking about, the return
Our
of
truth, right?
yeah, I was just gonna say that. There was the legendary return of our truth, but of CM Punk,
Yes, sir.
Chicago's own. You had thoughts about that. I don't know if
I
they were good things. I read through text, so I don't know if it was good or bad. But
um
what were your thoughts about that?
love that he's back.
Yeah,
Hated the just after the match with no reason. Hated just the music playing and like I understand a lot of people were like, yeah, but what were you gonna do? Could have easily just panned to Rollins and showed him going crazy. And people were like, oh, but that's what social media did. And I was like, yeah, but like if they would have showed it on TV, it would have been better. I don't want if I'm watching a pay per view, I don't want to go through social media to see what happened after the show. Just show me on the pay per view. You know what I mean? Like so,
yeah,
I would have thought that would have been better. Still awesome that he's back. I just thought it would have been dope to have it tie in somehow. We all know it ties in,
yeah.
but like you could at least give me like throwing the camera back at the ring, just showing all the faces like either like happy or defeated. You know what I mean? Like could have just did something like that.
Maybe they were kind of expecting that because supposedly no one knew. So that was probably like a huge risk. Imagine
Yeah,
they
that
showed like Rollins cursing the fuck out. It would have been like,
nah
oh shit,
you
maybe not show
nah.
this.
So I saw that report. I don't believe it. I don't believe that. Oh, he just showed up in Gorilla and everybody was like, oh wow, we didn't think he was gonna show up. No, I think they knew he was gonna show up. Did they know the day before? No, but they probably learned about it the day of.
I think
And I'm
because I was
sure Rollins being the Triple H's golden child, I know for a fact he was given a heads up. You know what I mean? Triple H isn't gonna do that to one of his guys. He would at
yeah,
least give him the heads up, like, yo, just do business. But this
yeah,
guy's coming in. But I need you to sell it like you don't know.
yeah. But the thing is though, like I was gonna say that I think the plan was to show them after it came out, but I guess they didn't give the
I
reaction they
guess.
wanted.
Yeah,
So they're
maybe.
like, nah, just don't show them.
Or maybe
Um,
Rollins waited too long to react. I don't know, but
or he
I
reacted differently the way that Triple H probably expected him to be. Maybe he was
yeah.
like, go all out, go wild, and then he
Yeah,
just
that's what
took it
I'm
too
saying. Like
far.
if you would have showed that on
Yeah,
camera, it would have been awesome. Like stop trying to like blur the lines. We're past that. Like just we whether it was scripted or not, you should just show the reaction.
yeah. But
But it
it
was
was
still a
also
cool moment. I'm not
yeah,
gonna take away from the moment. Still an awesome moment. I
it was
just thought it could
unexpected,
have
which I
been
loved.
better if they did that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was unexpected, which I loved.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, because once they saw that graphic in the corner, it's like that end of the show graphic.
yeah,
I was like, oh, it's over. Then you heard the TV thing
yeah,
that he does in the beginning. I'm like, oh shit, he's actually here. And it's like one of those moments. Is like, fuck, he's actually here.
yeah.
I
Finally,
have to like process it from like, he's here. Like, is that like, you know what I mean?
yeah. No,
Something that
I
you couldn't
definitely
believe
feel
with your
you because it
eyes.
was like, bro, it's been what 9 years.
Yeah,
Finally decided to come through. Like, it took so many trial and errors to
yeah,
fucking get you back
yeah,
here. Like the hell.
yeah.
But I'm happy he's back. Let's see what comes from it. Hopefully, he's not taking nobody's spot at Mania. Hopefully, they
No,
have a whole thing for him to do.
I'm kind of worried
Why?
about a specific spot.
Why?
Um, I don't want to say I don't want to say it's CM Punk's fault. It's just what are they gonna do with Priest?
Oh, Priest is cashing in. So the Rollins and Punk match is gonna happen. I just think it doesn't need to be for a title.
Like yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, but like
That match
I feel
has
like
nothing to do with a title. And I think at Mania you could do a Priest and Gunther.
because for me
I
it's
feel like that
like
would be dope.
I don't mind Rollins versus Punk with or without a title. It's just I feel like knowing WWE, they're definitely gonna make it a title match.
Yeah, I just hope it's not a title match
Yeah,
because again, it's like, bro, you have things already set in motion. Just let it play out. This is another like Austin Theory Money in the Bank thing. If you do this, you know what I mean? Like that's
yeah,
terrible, bro. So that's why I'm saying get the belt off of Rollins and let it just be. That's your what they call that. Damn, I can't think of the match right now, but that's like one of your highlight matches that doesn't need a title.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's one of like the spectacles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so you don't need a title for that. That's a cool match that's been built up. It should have happened when they were champions in 2013. They should have
Hmm.
at least had a match. It should have, and it should probably happen now, but it shouldn't be for a belt. They're both
Yeah, because
two guys that don't need it, and the belt's not gonna elevate one over the other.
yeah, it's just that like it's risky because in many ways because if you make because the thing is CM Punk is gonna want to be like, oh, I want a main event Mania title is gonna be on the line. It doesn't need to be, but then if they don't have the title match for the main event, it's gonna make the World Heavyweight Championship less important than what it is.
Yeah,
It's taking the importance out of it. And the reason why I said I was kind of worried for Damian Priest, because let's say if the plan is Rollins versus Punk at Mania for the title, no matter when he cashes in, whether it's a successful cash in or not, everyone is going to complain, no matter what the outcome is.
yeah,
People are not going to like it.
that's gonna put him in a tough seat.
Yeah. And this is, I don't know if there's
I
a hot
also
take.
also before we go all in, I hate that he got pinned on Saturday. But keep going.
Yeah, me too. I hated that too. But I don't know if this is a hot take. I think you said it once too. But they should get rid of the Money in the Bank as a whole. Get rid of it. Because at this point, it doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah,
People complain when Money in the Bank holders cash it in too early. It doesn't make sense for Money in the Bank holders to wait this long
yeah,
because shit happens like this where Punk is back. Everyone wants to see a title match now, and it leaves the Money in the Bank holder useless. And it's like, it doesn't make sense for Money in the Bank to be a thing anymore.
yeah.
Get rid of
I
that too.
I agree with that. I don't even think they should give him the title. Like, just that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna do Rollins and Punk, you gotta do it for no title and give the title to two up and coming guys. Like, yeah, Gunther and Priest, they're up there in age, but they're still making themselves
Yeah.
known. You know what I mean? Like, that should be a title match at Mania. Like, for Punk to come in and just get a title match, kind of like doing the Cody Rhodes shit, chill, bro. Like, let
Yeah.
him. I'm like, I guess a lot of people just want to see him again as champion. But again, what does that do for him? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And also, he's gonna be a part timer now. So like, do we
Yeah, we don't
really
know
want?
how long it's going to be around
Do we
for.
really want
So,
him to win it and then not see him for 2 months? We already have the other champion doing that. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like that's too much. So that's why I think you should let Priest cash in or something that gets the belt off of Rollins and maybe Priest has somebody else new to chase.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't mind it if, like, he cashes in before Mania and makes it a triple threat between Damian, Seth, and Punk.
Okay.
And that's the main event for night one. Yeah, it's not what everyone wants. I understand that. But I'd rather have that than have the Money in the Bank contract and cash in and feel worthless again for a second year in a row.
Yeah.
So let it happen unless the only other option would be would wait till Money in the Bank next year and have him announce that he's cashing it in at Money in the Bank. Not in the Money in
Which
the
is
Bank ladder match,
annoying.
but one on one against the champion at the time.
He just comes in, cashes in on the Money in the Bank match just to win it.
That would be
And then he's
insane. That
like,
would be
Mr.
insane.
Money in the Bank again.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then he need another year. So he's good. But
So what I think is gonna happen, let's do some fantasy booking here.
okay.
I think Rollins should win the belt, should lose the belt in January.
Okay.
I think he's gonna be doing an open challenge every week. Right? Because he
Yeah.
says he's a defending champion again. Next week is already Jay, right? And then there's
Yeah.
gonna be a list of people. I think for the January 1st show, they are going to put Rollins and Punk for the title. and Priest is gonna cash in.
Ooh.
They're gonna give you this match for free that everybody's been waiting for, and then they get screwed up by cashing.
Like before the match even starts, or
I don't know how they're gonna do it, but cashing happens,
ooh.
and then you let him get the rematch at Rumble. Maybe Punk cost him the match at Rumble, and then that's how you get Rollins and Punk at Mania,
Okay.
and then you have a new champion right now. But I think that helps you get your ratings up for the January 1st show. That's a big show, New
Yeah.
Year's Day, right?
Yeah.
Because they
It's on a
go up
Monday.
against, yeah, facts. So like that's a big show. So what way to kick off the new year than to do Punk and Rollins for the title? That's a must see TV. And then you got to cash it, a swerve.
Or you could just do like
Because
one. Like,
you can't hype it up and then not give the match. You
yeah.
gotta at least give like a 5 minute section that happens, and then Judgment Day just comes in and fucks it up.
It's kind of. I think they should do like have Seth versus somebody at Rumble. Damian cashes in after, but Punk costs Rollins the match
Yeah,
to
but you still
cash in.
got. That's why I was trying to do it before Rumble, because I was like, you gotta like at least give Rollins a rematch.
Yeah, because I was gonna say
You know what I
like
mean?
then Rollins costs CM Punk the Rumble, not having him win it, and then the rematch it happens again when Punk costs Rollins, and then it's
Okay.
like that's what leads the Punk versus Rollins at Mania.
I am not mad at that. But
It's
I
win
just
win
need
win
that
for
match.
everybody.
Yeah, I just need that match not to be for the belt.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's the best way to
Yeah.
do it. I wouldn't mind that because
Yeah.
again,
It's
the
gonna be an
whole
awesome match, but it
yeah,
doesn't need the title.
like I feel like it'll be too predictable if it is for the title. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We already know it's going to be Punk winning it. If it's not for the title, it could be they could build it up better to where it's like, oh, Rollins could beat Punk, Punk could beat Rollins. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it could be the old generation versus the newest guy. You know what I mean? When Punk
Yeah,
left, he was the top guy. Who took that role? Rollins.
yeah.
Who became the top heel? Who, you know what I mean? Like,
They could definitely make it the biggest, like the main event of night one without the title, and they could definitely make it the biggest storyline of that night. You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like I love Priest. I would love to see him as
I
world champ, but like in this
I wouldn't put
situation,
that main
later.
event.
Really?
I would let the title main event. You gotta show that this belt means something, and it's not just you created it because the other one was being held hostage.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what
why
I
I said I
mean?
wouldn't mind a
You
triple
gotta show
threat.
love to it. You gotta. I think the title goes last. I think Punk and Rollins kicks off night 2.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think they kick off night 2. I think Sunday is more of the storyline day, if you think about it. Most of the Sunday matches, night 2 matches, are more story based.
And the night one's like the
Saturday is more
wrestling.
like, yeah, like they just number one contender. There's no really story. You know what I mean? It's not a
Yeah,
real
yeah, yeah.
story. They're just number one contender.
Like the
Oh, they
match
just
speaks more
started
than
feuding.
the storyline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like WrestleMania, like night 2 is more of like the long built out stories. I think this is one of them. And if you don't go last, you gotta kick it off with them.
Yeah.
But you gotta have the other belt main event night 1, because you have to like show that you actually give a fuck about this belt. I get it. Rollins, Punk, those are two big names, but you're never gonna build new names if you don't give them the chance to show out. Right?
Yeah.
Look at what happened with Sasha and Bianca when they gave them that main event. They killed it. Right?
Yeah.
It would be cool to have one night again be the women's main event and one night be the men, but you fucked up making this other belt. You gotta show it love. You can't just throw it
Yeah.
in the middle of the show, or you can't let it kick off a show. I feel
Yeah.
you got, especially at Mania, you gotta
Yeah.
let it. So maybe the two women matches co-main event both nights.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? You let
Yeah, yeah.
the two women co-main event, or that little
One of them
spot
opens up the
that
match,
maybe you do
the
that
show.
too. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe you could do that too. Maybe one co-main events night 2, one opens up night 1. You know what I mean? Like do
yeah,
something like that. But that title should be main event. I know they're eyeing Rollins and Punk because of the names, but I think they don't need it. And I think if you're gonna use it to build other guys, Gunther and Priest.
yeah. That's
You know
it.
what I mean?
That's
That's
it.
fire. Everybody is happy. You know what I mean? And even if
Exactly.
people aren't happy, Rollins don't have the belt. You should be happy anyway because you're getting him and Punk. Like you
Exactly.
can't
Yeah.
complain. You can't complain. And if I see anybody fucking complaining, you getting blocked. I hate people.
Yeah.
You know how many people I've
Yeah.
just blocked on Twitter? They probably don't even know who I am, but I just block them because I
Yeah.
don't want to see what they fucking post. I'm just like, that's a bad
Uh,
take. And if you
I know. I know.
repost something, I unfollow you too. If it says like, oh, this person reposted, I'm like, that's a bad take. I'm
Yeah.
blocking this page and I'm unfollowing you. Damn, double whammy. What do we do?
Yeah, but I'm still happy that Punk returned.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
glad to see him back.
Oh man.
He looks great too. Like he looks like he's 5 years younger than he was a couple months ago when he
Yeah,
was in
but
AEW.
oh man, that cut. He needs to do something with that.
He's like
That
somebody's
haircut.
uncle. That's like
Oh
not
my
even.
goodness. It looked fine at Survivor Series. He came out on Raw to cut that promo. I was like, whoa. Did you just get out the shower, homie? Didn't even like comb it or just flat down. I was like,
But
whoa,
yeah.
this is bad, man.
Do you think?
Um,
I have a
yeah.
couple of questions. I got a
What's
couple
up?
of questions.
Let's
First
see.
one.
Let me listen to you.
Do you think that it's possible that AJ Lee could possibly return too?
Yeah, I don't think she would though.
Why?
I think she's past that. She's doing all the fitness stuff and writing books. I think she's past that part of her life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think she could come and do like maybe like something with Punk here and there, but I don't see her coming back to wrestle like and maybe a match, maybe, but I think it's past like it's out of her mind.
Yeah. I mean, you did say that with Punk about returning to WWE. That's
Yeah, but
past his
Punk
mind,
always
but
like would throw subtle things and was like, you still want to come back, homie. You just don't want to say it. And then finally, Alternative showed up and was like, all right, he's giving them the time and okay, they're talking. All right. And then it finally happened. So I think he was always itching. It just, it never worked out till now. And then he left AEW and went to WWE. And I was like, all right, cool. Which I think they have something in place that they can't talk about each other.
well, yeah, you saw that the thing from Tony Khan.
Well, that, but also the promo. I was like, the promo seems like Punk. He would have came in and bashed. He was bashing WWE for the 2 years he was at AEW.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't think the
yeah.
place that not the not the place he walked away from, but the place that fired him, you didn't think he would have a
But
word or two, like a something to say about them?
the thing is, though, is like WWE is not that known for talking about them that often. Anyways, regardless of Punk, it's like AEW does it a lot more. They mention WWE like every other week.
Yeah. Oh, I love that argument with people too. All right, you
Yeah.
ready? I'm
And
gonna break.
I'm not saying that in a way of like shitting on
Oh no, no,
AEW, which is
yeah,
they do it,
yeah,
but WWE does the opposite, where they don't mention AEW often.
yeah. But
So maybe they just told Punk don't mention them at all.
nah, I think it's a thing with him and Tony because when Tony said I can't comment on that. I think it's like they settled something on court. I think he was like, I'll pay you the rest of your money, but you're fired. Like they came to some agreement and there's writing on paper that's probably like they can't talk about each other. But the thing with that is true. AEW be throwing shots like there's no tomorrow. But also I get it because of the guys that are there, the way they were treated there. I fucking get it. Cause fuck
Yeah.
my old jobs too.
Yeah.
But I give them the lack because WWE kind of like I always looked at it that way that WWE fired the first shot
Yeah.
with changing their show to Wednesday. Am I frozen?
Yeah, you are frozen right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great, because I see my computer frozen right now. I gotta see what's wrong with that. But I think they shot the first shot when they changed their show to Wednesday, and then AEW came in, and since it was the hot new thing, kind of like shitted on NXT.
Yeah, yeah,
And so now they just keep doing it because they kind of like, how I look at it, they killed that black and gold brand. Not like that they were killing it, like, oh, they were doing such a better show. It was just that WWE was like not worried about them, but worried about them at the same time. That
hmm,
kind of like they did that shit to themselves and fucked up NXT, just trying to like, I guess like push the limit of NXT when you didn't have no reason to. Like NXT was perfect. We talk about
yeah,
it all the time. Like I say it all the time. The 2 hours is what killed that. With the 1 hour,
yeah. They changed a lot of it
yeah,
to try to
but
compete, but then it was like it
ex-
backfired a
exactly.
little bit.
But now AEW just keeps taking shots. It's like, it's whatever. Like,
They could have just moved to Tuesdays from the start and be like, okay, we're good. We don't have to worry about that. But I
yeah,
guess
like
they wanted the smoke. I
I
guess.
guess they wanted it because they thought
Yeah,
they were gonna. What happens is it wasn't even that they were doing bad TV. It was just that AEW was the new thing.
yeah,
When there's a
yeah,
new thing, people are just gonna gravitate towards it.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's not nothing against the old thing. Now I'm just a black screen. Not
yeah,
nothing against the old thing, but since it was the new thing to see, that's what people gravitated towards. And then at that time, it was just so happened that the booking in NXT wasn't the best. So then
yeah,
it slowly went downhill, and was like, damn. But it's dope now that they're finally finding their footing again. Like NXT is finally getting the praise that it deserves. Like
yeah,
I keep telling you this, I won't watch a show just because I don't want to get my hopes up. But I be watching the highlights and everybody looks dope. It looks like they got um like cool stuff going on. I just won't do it to myself. I'm cool like
yeah.
that.
I get it. I get
But
it.
it's not that it's a bad show. Also, it's just mad fucking wrestling now. And it's like I'm
Yeah.
cool with not following one of them.
Oh, you're getting better. You're
Getting
unfrozen.
better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nah, you're good. You're
I
good. You're
just
good.
kept messing with the settings.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. I
But
see you now.
I'm so happy that like right now, yo, pro wrestling is thriving. I hate people that are taking sides. Just enjoy it. Like we haven't
Exactly.
had this. Like it's so long. Like I was having a conversation about this with one of my boys at work, and he was like, "It's cool that WWE is finally thriving." I was like, "Yeah, like it shows when you're too comfortable. When they got too comfortable, when there was no competition, we got lackluster shit. Like
Yeah.
you remember the times that was like, it was just tough to watch Monday Night
Yeah.
Raw. Sometimes I was like, oh my god, like."
Exactly. Yeah.
But now that they got competition, not only from AEW, but New Japan stepped their game up. MLW, the Indies are wilding. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to
TNA is
get
coming
back into
back.
TNA's coming back. So it's good. It's not only that it's AEW. It's just that they see the landscape of wrestling. Everyone is starting to grow and everybody's putting on good shows, and now everybody has good talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck, we gotta like go balls to the wall. We can't just half-ass this no more. This ain't no. We can't go out there and be like, we're gonna give you what you want, and
Yeah.
give you whatever we want to give you. You know what I mean? Because it was like one of those things that was like, you're gonna eat whatever we give you because there's no other options.
Yeah.
Now they know
Yeah.
there's options, so it's like, fuck, we gotta give them at least kind of what they want. At least, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, God, at least like negotiate and try. Like,
Exactly.
we won't give you LA Knight as champion yet, but we'll give you the main event versus Roman at a big show. Cool, cool.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, keep
Yeah.
them happy, but like, so it's cool. This is a good time to be a wrestling fan. Like,
It
I
is.
love
It
it right
is.
now.
I'm loving everything that's going on. Everything's keep me on my feet. There's so much going on.
Yeah.
Sucks that I can't keep up with all of it,
Oh yeah,
but
because it's too much, bro. It's
yeah,
too
but I'm
much.
what I'm watching. I'm loving it,
Yeah.
and that's what it's all about. We all got different shit to watch. You
Exactly.
know,
Everybody has different tastes. Like,
that's why there's more than one company. Why else do you think it's not WWE
exactly.
anymore? There was a point
Exactly.
where it was just WWE, and then there was TNA and WWE. Now, like a whole bunch of different stuff is happening to where if you don't like either of them, there's a third option to go to.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't have the third
Bro,
option, there's a fourth option. You
yo,
know?
that's a fact. Because there's people that I know that I know like a bunch of ratios. You know what I mean? There's people that
Yeah,
just watch WWE. There's people that just watch WWE and AEW. People that just watch Japan wrestling, just
yeah,
Japanese wrestling. Some people that just watch New Japan. Some guys that just watch the indie stuff, some people that just watch deathmatch wrestling. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's something for everyone, and it's awesome that everybody's just killing it right now. It's just a good time to be a wrestling fan.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
What a
Exactly.
time to be alive, man.
I know, right? I know.
Every company is doing their thing, no matter if you like it or not. Everybody has something going that's actually pretty decent in the company. If it's not the hottest thing, it's at least good for their TV. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, what I say right now, the hottest thing in wrestling, I would say, is probably now with Punk back. It's Punk, but it's always gonna be Roman with the champions. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, what's happening there? What are we gonna? What is this all leading up to? But then you also got like AEW that's like, who the fuck is the devil? You know what I mean? And then there's like so many
Yeah.
storylines everywhere else that's just like trying to keep up with shit. Wrestling Revolver, they're starting with like the wrestlers are revolting and they're starting a crew like
Yeah.
within the like there's so many, even though it's indie and different indie companies are doing different things. Cardona Santana this Friday at HOG.
Yeah.
Elks Lodge with win this Saturday. There's so much wrestling going on, and everybody's doing such a great job. It's just like I said, a time.
Let
What a time to be alive.
exactly. Let me ask you this now. Kind of going off topic with that. Well,
What's
you just
up?
mentioned something before. I was
What's
gonna
up?
ask. Now that CM Punk is back in WWE,
Yeah,
he crosses off the one
the
of the people
devil.
on the list of the
Yeah,
devil. Yeah. Now, do you still think that the devil is still Jungle Boy, or do you think it's anybody else now?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't
With
know.
what we seen on
I
Wednesday
think
this week.
I think it's Cole. My
Yeah.
brother was like, it's Cole. He told me like the thing that was typing was like some video game. I was like, okay. He was like, yeah, I watch his streams. That's one of his. I was like, that's a weird thing, but okay.
Yeah.
I'll
And
take
then
your
the
word for it.
the
I'll
the week
take your word for
before
it.
the week before it was like you saw like when the lights went off, you saw like Adam Cole reach in his pocket to
I
like
saw
click
that
something,
also.
and then
I
it's
don't
like
know,
that's
man.
suspicious, man.
I don't know, but that's what makes it interesting though, because I don't know. I like
Because
that. I like when I don't know stuff. Like Punk coming back was such a moment because we did not know. Imagine if they gave us Randy and Punk that night.
yeah, because I was gonna say like whenever this devil gets revealed, it's gonna be like this CM Punk thing, like the Cody Rhodes returning last year, to
I
where
don't
like
know. I don't know if it
to
will
where
be
like
as
it's
big.
not.
I
I don't
mean,
want to compare it.
depending on who it is.
I don't want to
Depending on who
compare
it
it
is.
because I'm not comparing it to like how big of a moment it is. I'm talking about like in terms of we have a feeling that it's Adam Cole,
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
but we don't know until we see it, type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because again, the reaction's not going to be the same as those two. Like no shade to Adam Cole, I love him, but it's like again we gotta wait and see when it
Well,
happens.
yeah. But that's why I don't think it's Cole.
Maybe I still
And
think
they even dropped that thing. I said they were like, it's an inside job. Like somebody has to have somebody has to have access to the truck in the back
yeah.
to mess with the cameras. And I was like, ooh, mess with the cameras and the lights. I was like,
I
try to do a little Vince McMahon TK. What we doing? What we doing?
because I still think, what if we throw it off and like we get thrown off and it's again, I still think it's kind of Britt Baker involved with this,
I
right?
yeah.
Because yeah, with the whole thing last week where he clicked people said he clicked in his pocket and clicked something. I don't know. What if yeah, it could be pre-recorded, right? But what if like the person was Britt Baker and Adam Cole was just helping?
True.
And he's
Yeah.
one of the people. We don't know that because if Adam Cole has a clicker that he's clicking the button and the devil's on the screen, he could have access to the production stuff.
Yeah.
That's why he was able to type the stuff this past Wednesday. You know,
Not
so
definitely.
I still think because as I remember from this past Wednesday, I think there were three guys holding MJF and then the fourth guy in front.
Yeah.
I think
My son was Aki too. My son looked like he was built like Sean Spears.
people were saying
Yeah,
also.
he has that build. That was the first. That's what my brother was telling me. He was like, people are saying that's Sean Spears.
No, I don't think it's Sean
I
Spears
don't think so,
because
but he was built like him. I was like, yo, why he look like that? I was like, he kind of has
people were
like the
also
build.
saying that it could have been Wardlow 'Cause I don't know if you've seen it on social media.
Yes. Yes.
Because his
I
hair
don't
was
know.
like messed up, and it was like, oh, it looks like he took off a mask.
Yeah. So I don't
So
know though if it would be Wardlow.
I don't know if that was intentional, but I
Yeah.
like that they're throwing a little bit of like, it could be this person,
To
it could
make
be
it be
that
like,
person.
ooh,
Yeah, ooh, yeah.
did you
It gets
see
us
that?
talking.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah,
see that?
yeah, and I'm loving it. And that's what I said before. Like I'm not comparing the reactions to the Punk and Cody returns, but it's the
It's
same
gonna get a
realm.
reaction though when he gets
Yeah.
revealed,
Oh yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
she gets revealed. When the devil gets revealed, it's gonna get a reaction.
Ooh,
I
I
just can't
hope
wait to see who it is.
it's Britt Baker so I can laugh in everyone's face and be like, I fucking knew it.
Yeah, that's
I
actually
fucking knew
not a
it.
bad call to be working with
Because
Cole. That's not bad.
she hasn't been on TV in a
Yeah,
while. She tweeted something the other day,
but
and it
what
was
about
like,
Jungle Boy? Jungle Boy
but he
hasn't been on TV either.
yeah, but he was suspended, so
Also, where the
there's a
acclaim
reason
been?
why. I don't know. It's a good question.
That's a very good question. Where
You
has
think
the
they're a part of it?
acclaim been?
You think they're a part of it?
I don't know, man. I'm just saying we haven't seen them since that attack.
Yeah, but what if they're hurt? We don't know.
What if they set it up? Dum dum
Mm,
dum. Nah, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah,
I
that's
just
it. We're
really
just throwing
can't.
shit out there.
I can't wait. I just can't wait to see who it is. Like
Yeah,
everybody keeps saying different people. I just need it to happen already. I
but
think
that
it's gonna
tag match,
happen. Which one?
the tag match is happening with MJF and Samoa Joe.
Yes.
Do you think that whoever they're facing is two people, or I don't? We don't even know what's
I
going
think
on
they're
with that
gonna
yet.
lose the belts. I
Or
think
we
they're
think they're
gonna.
gonna put the title on the line?
I don't know. Yeah, because I think it's for the belts.
I thought it was just a normal tag match.
Nah, I thought it was for the Ring of Honor belts.
No, it just a tag match. I don't know. They didn't
Oh, okay. I
confirm the
thought it was
actual
for the
match yet.
belts. Okay.
Yeah, so like if maybe it is, maybe they're like, oh, we want the tag belts on the line,
But
and then
then you gotta have the masked men defend it, because that Ring of Honor pay per view is coming up.
I don't know. I
So
don't
it
know.
can't be for the belt then. It can't be for the belt
Nah,
because they're trying to use MJF to build up that card.
yeah, but also that would be a great way to build up that pay per view for
Yeah.
AEW watch viewers to look at. Be like, oh, MJF will be at Final Battle. Will he defend it? We don't know.
Yeah.
And then that's when the mass people come out and be like, yo, we want those tag titles.
And I was like, ROH is must see TV, baby.
Yeah, it gets you to want to watch it
Yeah.
now. And then it's like you get paid the Honor Club, and it's like shit. It's awesome.
Definitely. Yeah. Why not? That's smart as hell.
Very
So yeah,
smart.
yeah, but I just can't wait to see who it is.
Me
And
too.
not even who it is, but what they do with it.
Yeah, and who would?
Cause I can't I can't let the moment happen and then that night be like, oh, I'm hype or I'm disappointed. I gotta see what they do with it. Because
I kind
it
of
could be the biggest name in the world, and if it's an ass storyline, I'm gonna be tight. But it could be like Mustafa Ali, and if you give me a good reason, I'll be like, okay,
yeah.
yeah, this makes sense, okay. But you gotta give me, you know what I mean? You gotta tell a story with it. You can't just give me a person just to give me a person.
And I just hope that it doesn't turn out to be like the Firm storyline, to where it was just MJF and a couple of guys that have no involvement with MJF except for when he wants it to.
But
Because that was stupid. There's a reason why that split up so soon as
but
it
you
did.
know why it split up so soon? Because
Why?
Punk. They were supposed to help him lead to Punk. That was going to be the whole thing. They were going to help him try and get his title back from Punk. But then that whole shit happened the same night MJF returned.
Yeah.
And then they had nothing for the Firm. It was like, just stay here. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So they couldn't really do anything with it because of the situation. That's what I think happened. I think that's why it never went nowhere. It could be your reason, though. It could have just been like they had no plan. Was like, fuck it, let's just drop this. But
yeah.
I think it was that it was supposed to help him lead him back to Punk. Because remember, he won the
belt the same night that he returned.
Yeah. Punk won the belt and then he won the poker chip.
Yeah.
Basically like the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So he was gonna be number one contender, and we're like, whoa, we're gonna get MJF and Punk.
Yeah. Then that didn't happen. Yeah. That's true.
So I think they were just gonna help him with shenanigans to attack Punk, but then he left, and they couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Hopefully that was why it was. It wasn't just because they tried it and was like, "Fuck it, we give up."
Yeah. And
Hopefully it was because of Punk.
yeah, I mean, I felt like it wasn't going anywhere because I felt they could have done. It felt like it was a big story, but it was like again the whole point of them was just to, it wasn't just a faction. It was just like whenever MJF needed him, you know.
Yeah, but think
So it was
about it.
like
It
we
was
weren't going to
kind
see
of
them together often, anyways.
yeah. They were kind of trying to be like a family, where he was gonna manage all of them. But like if people needed help, he would like have his other guys help. I guess
Yeah,
because remember, Big Cass came out like once or twice to help him
yeah,
or some shit like that. So it makes sense. Like it looked like they were trying to do something. And it was all young guys in the group, so it looked like they were trying to do something and it just didn't pan out for whatever reason.
yeah.
But hopefully that's not what it is. Hopefully this we actually see an ending to this story. But yeah, man.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
yeah.
facts.
Another thing that happened.
What else happened this week?
Um, so I know we once talked about it not too long ago with the PWI tag team list that
Yes.
it came out since 2 weeks ago. I think we last spoke. Um, I think it happened after we recorded last, so I don't think we talked about it.
Wait, what came out?
Um, the tag team list, the PWI list.
Oh, I don't even remember that. Hold on, let me
You
look
didn't
this
see
up.
it?
No.
Ah, it came
I
out.
thought you were gonna bring up the list that Undertaker made today.
Oh, I didn't even know about that either. I didn't even know about
That
that.
he did like his Mount Rushmore of small guys.
Nah, I saw. I did see that. The one with AJ Styles, Eddie Guerrero. Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah,
Yeah, people were
but
tight.
that's not what I was
People
talking
were
about.
so mad because he didn't put Mysterio. People were so angry and was like, but look at the list he made. Like, you can't even be mad at
Yeah,
that list. Of course, there's
yeah.
always going to be people missing, but
It's four. It's
those
hard to choose.
four, bro, yeah, those four are tough.
But yeah,
PWI
the
tag
PWI tag team. I
team.
have the list written down. So
I
the top
let
10
me
list, not the
let
entire
me
list.
hear it.
So I'm assuming it's the same thing as the women's list, where it's like based off like ring achievement, influence, and like ability and something achieved. But
Okay.
the top 10 was number one, FTR.
Okay.
Number two, Aussie Open.
Yo, they did their fucking thing this year.
Yeah,
They really came out
did
of nowhere and did their thing.
they did. Three is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
They
Number
main evented Mania.
Yeah, they won the
Yeah.
titles.
And they held those titles. I mean, did they do a lot with it? No, but they tagged all summer. They
Yeah,
tagged all summer.
they did. Number four, I don't know if I'm saying this right. Some New Japan tag team, Bishamon.
Bishanon or
Yeah,
whatever.
Bishamon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Top 10. Woo!
Honestly, I've never heard of them, so I don't know if I should
I've
be
only
hyped.
seen clips. Only seen
Yeah.
clips, but they look alright.
Number five, Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah.
Six, Chris Bay and uh ABC, whatever the other guy's name
Bullet
is.
Club? The Bullet
Bullet
Club
Club.
crew?
Yeah,
Okay.
Chris Bay and yeah,
Yeah.
and the other guy.
I
Seven,
at this
the
moment right now, you couldn't pay me to give you his name, and I'm so sorry about
Me
that.
neither. I know who he
I
looks like. The guy
can't
with the purple hair.
with the
Yeah.
long hair. Oh my,
Yeah.
yeah. Follow him on the
Ace
gram.
Austin. Ace Austin.
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
Yeah, I was
Ace
gonna say I
Austin. Yeah.
see him every day on my feed.
Yeah.
Like, how am I
I
not
mean, too.
getting
Yeah.
his name?
Ace Austin. Both of those guys are six. Seven, the acclaimed.
Oh, okay.
Eight, Judgment Day. It didn't say who specifically is Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. Okay, I'm guessing Priest and Finn
Been
since
yeah.
they have the belts.
Number 9 is Damage Control. And 10 is 7 Up from Stardom.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know about anybody else on the list. That's all I know.
Wow. Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy. The
You
Guns
know
have
what?
had a year.
FTR had a year.
FTR
I
had a
think
year.
I think yeah, people were probably it wasn't as FTR's run this past year wasn't as like great as the year before when they had all those belts attached to them, but it was still a
They
great
didn't put
year
on a
of
bad match, homie. They haven't put on,
exactly. When they
they
had
are
that little run as a
reliable.
tag champs, they had a great match against the Bullet Club, Jay White and Juice Robinson.
Yeah.
Every match without the titles were great. They were in big storylines. They, in my opinion, FTR put Collision on the map.
Yeah,
Especially
definitely.
when CM Punk was gone. It was like this is they made me want to watch
Collision was a
Collision
tag
every
team.
week.
Collision has become the tag team show.
Yeah,
Like
and
that's
they made it must
and
watch,
it's
even with
because
the
of
whole
them.
Ricky
Yeah,
and Big Bill, even the Ricky
yeah.
and Big Bill stuff. It's like I love watching it every
They're
week because of
growing
them.
on me so much.
Yeah, they
I
are.
love that team.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm not mad at the top 10. Crazy Damage Control got in there. That's actually awesome.
But it's cool, yeah. But like, I don't. I feel like Damage Control didn't do a lot of tagging this year. You know what I mean? It was mainly Bailey, then Io did her thing by herself.
Yeah,
It was mainly singles competition, but I guess they just put them in there because of that. How they did, like, but individually, and they're still a
yeah,
team, I guess.
yeah.
Because Dakota's injured too. So are they doing Bailey and Io?
Well, I mean, I
You
see
know,
Liv Morgan and Raquel on this list. How long has Liv Morgan been out?
since over the summer.
Yeah, so like, what we? How they 24?
I don't even know the
They're
dates
above
to be honest.
New Day.
I mean, Xavier was out for a while too, so
Pretty Deadly's under them. Street Profits is under them. Imperium is under them.
fuck, man. Jesus Christ.
LWO is under them. Best Friends is under them. Mogul Embassy is under them.
Damn, what the fuck?
Who else is under them? The Kingdom. Uh, oh shit, the main event was on this list. That's awesome. The Hardys is under them.
God damn.
That's crazy. Shout out Liv and Raquel.
Yeah, shout out to them, I
Shout out
guess.
the Guns. They got 3 people above them, so that's 2 people above them. So
Wait,
they
the gun.
just
What
made
number
the
are the
cut.
guns?
21.
Oh, nice, not bad,
House of
not bad.
Black was 19.
Ooh,
Not
not
bad on
bad.
this list. This is a good list. I didn't even know that came out, to be honest.
Yeah, it came out I think like the day after we last recorded, so I was like, oh shit, that's cool.
That makes sense. Was that around the time that Dax made his top 10 tag list at the the internet was like, he left the Usos off. That's
Oh
so
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Was
I
that
think it was
around
the
that
same
time?
day. Yeah,
Okay. But like, look at the man's list. The Usos were not making that list. You know what I mean? Like his top 10 was heavy. Heavy 80s guys and heavy guys that like you gotta like argue to get out of there. You gotta make a good argument. Like I
yeah.
love the Usos, but like you
And-
like if they were in the top 10, it would be tough to get them out, right? They're like any other name on
yeah.
that list. But to get one of those names out, you gotta make like a fucking case for anyone trying to take that spot. Because they
And the
have a
thing
hard
is too,
list.
where were the Usos ranked on the PWI top 10 list? Not
Well, I guess
obviously not
because
top 10.
they broke up halfway through the year, but like still should have counted. They
Yeah,
did main event Mania. They
too.
did
Yeah,
they did wrestle all
first half.
January.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I think they broke up what right before Backlash,
SummerSlam.
Su- SummerSlam. It was
That was
all the way
when that
by
was when Jimmy
SummerSlam.
turned. That was when Jimmy turned on him.
Oh my god, yeah. Why did I think it happened so much earlier? Yeah, you're right. Wow, and they didn't even make the list.
Exactly.
Were they in the top
So
100?
I have
Were
no
they even
idea. I
on
didn't
the
even see.
list?
I don't know.
Oh
That's what I was
shit,
asking because
that's
I didn't see
crazy.
anything about them. So I'm like, shit. I guess because they split up. I don't know,
That's
but I didn't see them
wild.
on the list.
How you been feeling about Jay without Jimmy?
I'm loving Jay without Jimmy, to be
Yeah.
honest. I'm loving it. I'm all in for Jay Uso. You know, I thought I would hate it at first because I was like, I
Hmm.
don't know how would these two guys would go solo, but
Yeah.
I'm loving Jay so far. Jimmy, it's still I still have to see a lot more from him to see how I like it, but Jay's getting me. I'm getting over with Jay.
I'm not a fan of Jay Solo. I don't I don't know if it's just I'm not
I'm.
a fan of the Uso solo. Cause I'm just like, I don't know. Like even Jimmy, I thought Jimmy would be like, I don't know.
I mean,
I can't get behind it. I'm
I'm
hoping that
entertained.
it's still fresh. So
Yeah.
I'm still trying to like get into it, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. It's tough for me. But I guess also I always like Jimmy more than Jay. So even with the Jay stuff, I'm like, but even the Jimmy stuff, I'm like, I could care less, homie. Like it's kind of entertaining, but like, I don't know. Maybe it's just I gotta get used to them being separated. Maybe I'm just not used to it yet. But I'm just like,
Yeah.
yo, I like even when he was in the War Games, I was just like, oh, what are we doing?
I mean, I'm for me, I'm entertained with
But
Jay
that's what I'm
coming out
saying. Like
every week
everybody's loving it. I'm like, am I missing it? Like, am I missing the point of this? What the fuck?
because
Like,
I don't because I think it's like one of those things for Jay where it's like, yeah, he's gonna be a top guy eventually. He's gonna win probably the IC title, the World Championship at some point, maybe. But it's
yeah,
like we all know that it's like he's just there every week to the storyline wise. He's doing great. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, definitely,
Because
definitely.
he's
And
this
he's still
whole
putting on
judgment.
good matches. I don't know. I just gotta get more into it, I guess.
I don't know. It's just the whole. I think his whole entrance just the vibe to him. I guess it's just
Yeah,
vibe. He comes out every week. It's different from what he seems more happier than when he was with Jimmy.
yeah.
So I think that's why people are loving it. It's like, oh, now he's just being himself. I
Okay,
guess
got you,
people are behind him that way
got you.
to be like, cool, I love him now.
Cool,
Jimmy
I
is
love him
like
now.
still with Solo. We don't know what's going on with him yet.
Yeah,
Roman's like,
shout Jimmy, man. Shout Jimmy.
yeah.
Show some love to Jimmy, man.
You want to
Yeah,
know?
they
You
still
want to
gotta
know
figure things out
somebody?
over there.
You want to know somebody that I'm actually getting behind that I never thought I would get behind?
Who?
Low key, Nia Jax. Now she's came back.
Really?
I was watching her this past Monday, or was it last Monday, where she had a
Nick,
match, and I was like,
Nick.
I'm
I'm
kind
through
of
with you.
I'm loving this second run of hers. I'm like,
Okay.
why am I loving this? You know what I
I'll be
mean? Like
real
I'm not
honest with you. I haven't been paying attention to her, so she
like
might be killing it right now. But I'll be real honest. I
like
haven't paid.
like not like I'm not talking about like her in ring quality. I'm talking about like how they're presenting her this
Presented her.
time
Yeah,
around.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like,
Nah,
this is what I wanted to
it's
see
more
last time she was
realistic.
here.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I
actually
think
like a
like
monster now.
exactly. I think Vince was like he didn't know how to properly book her, I guess. I mean, yeah, she was in some great stories and stuff like that, but it was like I think this what she's being booked as now is what she should have been booked at from the start.
Yeah, if they're booking
But
her
I'm
like a
loving
monster.
it.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's what she should have been doing since day one. But I guess they thought that wasn't the right way to go with her. But
And I guess
obviously, it was.
she was also called up too soon. You know, she
Yeah,
randomly got called up one day during the draft, and I was like, "Oh shit, okay." Maybe if she was given more time with Triple H, you know, he could have helped her out a little bit
true.
more.
Very true.
Maybe Vince. I mean, Vince didn't even give a shit about NXT to begin with, but you know, maybe we could have seen a lot more from her than her to give a shit. And I think now that we're doing that, now that we're seeing more from her, I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm loving it.
like now I could get behind this.
Yeah, like I'm not saying she's like, would I mind her winning the Women's World Championship? I don't know. But like even she's like someone that's like there just to be there, and I'm glad she's doing that. You know what I mean? No
Okay.
disrespect,
Yeah,
but like
like
she's
she's
like a
doing her
Zoe Stark type
thing.
of thing.
Yeah, like you don't need to put the belt on her. She's doing what she needs to do. Let
Yeah,
her keep doing what she's doing.
yeah,
I can get
exactly.
behind that. Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Because even when Vince was there, she was like winning the tag titles every other time she had the match. And I'm like, yo,
Tag
calm
titles.
down.
That was
You
a
know?
bad era right there. That was
Yeah, the whole
rough.
Thunderdome
Her,
shit was
her and
like,
Shayna, yeah.
yeah,
I
I
tried.
was.
Yo, we gotta go back and watch those episodes, man, because I don't know if we could sit through one of those. You know what we gotta go to before the Thunderdome when they were just in
Yeah.
front of no one. Before they
Oh
even brought the
man.
NXT guys, when it was just quiet, when they did the Austin 316 day. Give me
Oh,
a
I
hell
saw that
yeah.
clip the other day. I was like,
Yo,
you heard commentary.
yeah, it
We
was
heard the
tough.
commentary talking. I'm like, oh my god, this is so
I remember they
annoying.
used to put out the videos of the commercial breaks that they would just stop. They would just stop
Oh
wrestling.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They would stop wrestling
I
just to
love
do
those
that.
videos so much because you see them like in the middle of a move. They'll be like, "We'll be right back," and it fades to black, and they'll go and just look at each other like, "You good? All right,
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, we got
yeah,
like a minute and a half. All right, dope." It was just what a time that was.
uh,
Wow.
yeah.
COVID.
And I know that
COVID.
was a weird time. That
COVID.
was a weird time. We,
I have a question to ask you.
yeah. Go ahead.
I saw a report that says like promotional material have been going out for February and March shows. Have you seen this? Did you see this report?
Maybe, but I
And
don't.
there's one face and one name on the front of the posters, and it's not LA Knight.
Okay.
Can you take a guess? It's a SmackDown guy. on all the promotional material after February.
Logan Paul?
No. Somebody that did take a second chance on it looks like. But I don't know if it has to do with something with the Rumble, if it has to do with something promoting a big match he's gonna have. But it says that every like the number one name they give on all the SmackDown promotional material is Austin Theory.
Not mad at that. It's
But
Austin Theory. You want to
but
promote your young guys, right?
yeah, but
There
why
you go.
Austin Theory? If you look at all the commercials right now, like even the Barclay one, I didn't even know they were gonna be at Barclay this Friday. Can we just talk about how the marketing department could go fuck itself? Because wow, I couldn't. I found out through an ad on Instagram 2 days before Raw. I was like, they're gonna be at Barclay. They've been promoting that holiday show more than the
Yeah, the
SmackDown,
MSG one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
bro. Like, so yeah. And then the front of it is LA Knight. Like that's the first person they show. But they're saying for everything past Rumble, it's Theory on the front of material. Do you think that has anything to do with the build up to Mania, or you think it's just something that they're just doing just to highlight another young guy, like you said?
I think is yeah, just hype being a young guy. I don't really think it's doing much with Austin Theory. Like I can't really
Because they did
see.
fuck up with Theory. They did fuck up with Theory. Are they gonna give him a second chance?
I don't
Is
think
Triple
like
A?
he's
Because Triple A said he liked Theory, he believed in him. It
yeah.
was Vince that said, "Yo, cut it. He's let him lose the money in the belt, money in the bank." So, do you think Triple H gives him a second chance?
I
Do you
think
think we get maybe Theory goes after the world title?
I mean against Roman, no.
No, the world heavyweight.
Oh, I would say Rollins,
Yeah,
maybe. Like
like
if
maybe that's the triple threat: Theory, Gunther, and Priest.
I don't know, because I don't know. I mean, in terms of taking a chance of not yet. I mean, I don't think Triple H is like over the Theory. I don't think he's done with him. I think he will get that big push.
You know why I
I don't
also
think it's
thought?
happening soon
You
though.
know why I also thought? Him and Logan Paul for the belt.
For the United States Championship,
Yeah,
most likely, yeah,
I could see
most
that, and I
likely,
was like, that might be a reason why they're promoting him so heavy,
because apparently
because
Logan
that's
Logan
gonna
Paul is going to be on
be
SmackDown this week.
yeah.
So
That's how I found out it was at Barclay. An
yeah, so
ad
it's
came
like
up and said Logan Paul's gonna be on SmackDown. I said, cool. On the bottom it said Brooklyn. Buy tickets now. I said, hold up, wait a minute. When was this announced?
yeah,
I thought like they
but
changed the show or something, but yeah. But that's where my mind went. I saw a lot of people commenting like, oh, maybe world title, but my thought was maybe him and Paul like to promote that, like you gotta push him heavy because
yeah,
it's Mania season and Logan Paul's a big name.
yeah, and then maybe Austin David babyface. I don't know. I don't
Or
know about
maybe he's
that,
just a
but
super heel.
yeah,
And maybe
yeah, I
he
don't know.
try like get like I don't know. That's kind of tough, but it is a big match you should have though.
Yeah,
I think that's a very good match. If that's a Mania match, if you give it to me like that, you know what
I
I
would
mean?
say
Like
so. Yeah, I would say so.
that's
I
a
would say so. Yeah.
that's like a night one opener right there. Boom, because
I mean, open
they're
up
gonna
night
kill
one
it.
last year. Yeah,
Yeah, he opened up night one last year too. Let it be for a
yeah,
title this year. That would be cool.
yeah. It would. It would.
I'm not mad at that, but I saw that I was like, whoa, Austin Theory, like they're finally promoting him like on material. They might be behind him now. Maybe this is the start to something.
Yeah,
Or even if it's like a big match at Mania, it don't even gotta be for a belt. It's something. It's
yeah. That is
something.
true. Yeah, doesn't have to be a belt.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, he's. Oh no, he lost his first WrestleMania. I was gonna say he'll be undefeated at Mania, but he lost his first one to Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
That way, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, something we didn't talk about either
What's up?
was the Continental Classic for AEW. And
Yeah.
we already had 2 weeks of it already. What are your thoughts on the Continental Classic?
It's cool. I'm still trying to figure out like what's going on. Like so like they all have to face each other at least once, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. Because I was trying to figure it out and I was like I'm looking at it, I'm like, this
That
looks
that
like a
that's what
soccer
that's what
thing.
round robin is. Yeah, each
Yeah.
face each other once.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you what that was. I saw it when they announced a round robin. I said,
Never heard
Cool.
of it. Yeah.
Don't know what that is, and my dumbass never like. I'm gonna look this up. I was just like, all right, cool, round robin, whatever. But I like the idea behind it. It's cool. Um, I wonder if it's gonna be a belt that's gonna be defended or just a tournament that happens every year, kind of like the Owen Hart
Yeah.
belt. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that. And Eddie Kingston putting his belts up, that's crazy. I like it though. It adds like something
Yeah.
to it. You know what I mean? Like, cause now it's like if Eddie loses, we got new champs.
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
we
That's
doing
what
with
makes it
that
different.
now? You know what I mean? What are we
Yeah.
doing with that now? And with the names in there,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
they got some heavy hitters in there.
They do.
Do you have a prediction of who's going to win? Who not who do you want to win? Who do you want to see in the final?
Ooh, who I want to see in the final of the Continental Classic? This is tough
Yeah,
because, like you said, there's a lot of heavy hitters in
there's a
there.
lot of heavy hitters.
Because the thing is, the way they're structuring it is both leagues get a finals before the actual final World's End.
Yes,
So like it's whoever the top two are in Gold League versus the top two face each other in Gold League, top two in Blue League face
in
each
Blue
other.
League, yeah,
Winner of those goes on to World's End. But I think it's gonna be Swerve versus Moxley in the Gold League. Thinking Swerve's gonna make it to World's End. Then we might see Danielson versus Kingston. Then Danielson goes on. And that's what I think is gonna happen at World's End. The winner of that, not sure. It can go either way in my opinion, but it's a great heel versus babyface type thing heading into the pay
yeah.
per view, and the build up for that will be insane.
Wow, because I had Swerve and Danielson.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
gotta be
Yeah.
that, right? Like that's gotta be the match. Unless like Swerve gotta go no matter what. I
Yeah.
love the group he's in, but Swerve's on fire right now. He
Yeah.
and that big win from Jay White. Also, what a match.
It
Dope
was. Yeah.
match.
What a match.
Um that was awesome. So like that's cool. He's been doing his thing.
Yeah.
And that
I
match I
full
was
gear.
a full gear that just passed, right?
Yeah. Full gear.
Oh my god. That put him on another level in so many people's eyes. And
Yeah.
now he's just been killing it. And I'm so happy that he has proven me wrong. And I will keep saying this. I am so happy he has proven me wrong.
Yeah. I do think that the Continental Championship will be a championship that will be defended often because
I think it's gonna be a title. I think it's gonna be a title on TV. I
yeah,
think it's gonna be at Collision. I think they're gonna use that as like the main title. Um,
probably. Yeah, and that'll
cause
be cool to see because if they're putting the Ring of Honor and the New Japan Strong Openweight Championships involved with it, it's got to be a title you defend, right?
yeah,
Because they wouldn't call it Triple Crown if it's just a one-time thing like the Owen
ex-
Hart Cup. So
exactly.
I think it's going to be a championship. They have a belt; they're covering it, so
Yeah,
it has to be like they did that with all the other new belts they've done. So it's got to be
that is
something that they're
true.
defending weekly, and I'm excited to see it. Maybe they'll give it to Danielson. I don't know, but I think Swerve
I
deserves it more than him.
they might give it to they might give it to
Jay White.
nah, I might give it to Debra because of Okada in New Japan. Maybe they want him to defend it at um Wrestle Kingdom,
Probably.
have him come out with it at least. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Get some exposure, but I really think it should be Swerve. I really think it should be Swerve. I would love Jay White to win it. It is one of those situations that I wouldn't really be mad with anybody
Yeah.
because like the groups that they made are just
Insane, bro.
incredible. Like they really did their thing. I think the only person I wouldn't want to see it on is Claudio, and that's just because he was just Ring of Honor champion. I feel like he didn't really do anything with it.
Yeah.
So keep a title away from him for right now. But yeah, he would be the only one. Everybody else I would be fine with. But I really think if you're gonna go full steam with Swerve, even if he doesn't win it, he loses to Danielson, you should still have him in the final. Because
Yeah.
then it
Because
shows like he's going up against the best of the best.
if this Continental Classic does become like a yearly tournament, right? Like I know the New Japan G1 Climax is like the winner gets a world title shot
Yeah.
at their big show, but I think that the winner of this Continental Classic every year challenges the Continental Champion, and which puts importance to the belt already because you have a whole bunch of top guys competing in it every year. So that's
Yeah.
already a big W for this new title, even though we haven't seen it yet. So
Yeah.
it's already something we're looking forward to every
Because
year.
because every year they could do the same tournament and just have the finals on Dynamite and have like the Blue League and the Gold League finals collision, have those two guys go against each other, and then at the pay-per-view against the champion.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
So that's the thing. So
yeah. So
I
that would be cool. But
and then
I'm
what?
excited for it, man. I
Me
think
too.
this is gonna be so far so good. The matches have been awesome. Um, but yeah, I'm excited for this.
Same here. Same here. So I just think they're putting the finals in at World's End because of the first one.
It makes
Other
sense.
than
It's
that,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
So I'm excited for it. Do I think they need another world championship? They definitely didn't need to, but
Well, what happened was I think they needed. I think they thought they needed it because they lost the Punk one.
yeah,
Um, because I think that belt was gonna become the Collision title. I really believe that. I really think Ricky was gonna beat him at All Out for the belt, and he was gonna be a world champion. And since that didn't happen, they gave him the tag belt just to be like, that's not
yeah,
our fault. We tried, but like, here's the tag belts. And since he had that, and they started this tournament, they were like, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if I see Ricky hop if the belt is defended, if he's not fighting for that by like double or nothing or something like that.
oh yeah, he's definitely gonna compete for it at
Yeah,
some point
yeah,
and probably gonna
definitely,
win. So
definitely.
maybe Daniel Bryan will be the winner of it
Yeah,
because of that.
I think what happened was they didn't want to make it too obvious
Yeah,
because I feel like if they put Ricky in there, it's like,
you're probably gonna have him win it.
you know what I mean? Like a lot of
Yeah,
people, like me, I would look at it and be like, it's cause Punk, right? You couldn't give
yeah,
him the title with Punk. I So
and it,
I think that's what they were gonna do. So they're like, you know what? Let's add another title anyway, and then we could always get it on him. Also, if he stays, we'll get it on him.
yeah, exactly. And it seems like it's a collision brand and a collision league and a dynamite league. That's what
Yeah,
they should have called it, not blue and gold,
yeah,
because
but
it's
I
pretty much what they're
guess
doing.
they
They try to
didn't
make it,
want.
yeah,
Yeah, they didn't want
they
to
just,
seem like they were doing a trap. You know what I mean? Because then people would
yeah,
be
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh, but he's fighting on Dynamite. I thought he was part of the collision. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, how, worst fans in the world are wrestling
100%.
fans.
Maybe Taylor Swift fans, but I'm just,
They're up
yeah,
there.
yeah, they're
They're
up
up
there. They're
there.
up, yeah,
But chill,
they're,
chill, chill. We can't get
yeah,
attacked.
yeah,
Crazy.
uh,
We'll just see the comments flood.
yeah. But
The
they clip that 1 second.
Swifties have been
Uh,
invaded.
oh no, shit. Uh, But yeah, I'm loving this thing, and the great
Yeah,
matches that have come out of this Continental Classic.
that's what I'm
Um,
saying, bro.
and I'm
Wrestling is
glad they're doing
awesome
this
right
every
now,
year.
man.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm loving it.
It's
I'm
just
loving it.
fun to watch everything. It's awesome.
Exactly. This is
What a
why you said
time.
before, like this is a perfect time to be a wrestling fan. A lot of shit's
Yeah.
going on,
Yeah, like
you know.
stop complaining about the little things and enjoy everything.
And we got Edge versus Christian Cage happening next week on live free television. Should have
Stop
been,
it. I'm so hyped for that.
yeah,
I know it's gonna be a screwy finish.
yeah. It's
It's
gonna be like a
gonna be.
rematch
They gotta do
happening.
World's End. I feel like World's End is where they're gonna
That
do
no
the
disqualification
actual match. Yeah, like something. Cause I would.
ladder match.
It would be awesome. I would love to see a ladder match. I just don't know with their condition if that's the smartest thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you
guess so.
could because they're both safe.
Yeah,
None of them have ever been reckless, so like it would be cool to see that. But I don't know if you take that risk.
yeah.
But
I
I would
understand.
be I would be all for it though. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie, I would be so excited if they announced that.
me too. Me too. I mean, I feel like that's the logical thing to do is make Edge versus Adam Copeland versus Christian Cage in the ladder match at World's End for the TNT Championship. But because the thing is, Christian Cage did compete at Wrestle Dream like a hard. Like, I forgot what the name of the match was, but it was kind of a. He was he ripped out the ring. He was destroying Darby Allin.
Yeah, did he have a ladder match though? Not too long ago.
Wardlow, Wardlow
Yes, that's
at
what it
Double
was.
Nothing.
I was trying to think. I was like, I feel like he had one not too long.
Yeah, so I feel like they
And
had
yeah,
one with Edge,
but yeah, even the
right?
Wrestle
Adam
Dream match, he
Copeland, yeah,
killed it. Yeah, I think that would be cool. Give me the
yeah,
ladder match, man. Come on, TK. Come on,
exactly.
TK.
I swear, if Adam Copeland versus Christian Cage happens in the ladder match, I will be fully convinced that TK watches our show.
Oh,
I will be fully
100%.
convinced
And
because
you
I
know
feel like
what?
I feel like personally I predicted a lot of stuff that actually happens. Either it's obvious booking or he watches our show.
And he's like, yo, these guys,
They know what's
got
up.
it. And they're
Yeah,
dumbasses are giving it out for free. And
exactly.
we're like,
Yeah,
yeah, take all
I'm
this
waiting.
info. Take all this
I'm waiting.
info.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my money, TK. I don't know where that
Yeah,
is,
yo,
but
just send over the check. I won't be too bad. Want to sponsor
exactly.
a podcast, Big Bud?
Yeah,
What's
sign us
up?
to AEW. Like the fuck? Like come
What's
on.
up? The official
Exactly. Yeah.
AEW podcast, baby.
Yeah. Imagine we see a graphic with all elite graphics soon.
Imagine, yo, you know how hard that would be? Go an hour without talking about any other wrestling company.
Yeah.
Like I see people do that where they do like brand specific shows.
We could do
It's
it
like,
though. We could do
Nah,
it.
you could definitely do it. I feel like it takes more work though, because it's like, yo, if you're
You gotta write
only
notes
gonna-
for that shit.
Yeah, if you only gonna talk about WWE, you gotta have like everything that happened because
Yeah.
not a lot happens.
Because
But
we
that's
just
either
talk
company.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just come in. We'll be like, Nick, what we talking about today? He's like, this happened, this happened. I'm like, yeah, it did happen. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. But yeah, I just that'd be sick though. That'd be sick.
Nah, hell yeah.
I think we just got a mention from Tony Khan, like, yo, come through. Like, yes, please.
Oh yeah.
Free
They'll be
tickets
like,
to
and
the
it's
World's
gonna
End.
happen in New York because shout out the Ring Fanatics. I'll be like,
Exactly.
yeah, baby. You know the
Yeah,
vibes.
exactly. And we're like front row. He gives us front row tickets. Like, yes,
Just
go.
see us just
Yeah.
cheesing with our Ring Fanatic shirts. Like, yo,
Like a sign, like follow the Ring Fanatics.
like,
Yeah.
look at these bozos. These are the guys who booked this match.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
fucking cheesing.
Oh, that'd be insane. That'd be
That's
insane.
awesome, man.
But yeah, that's
But
pretty much
we will be in the house this Saturday. We'll be on the
exactly.
show.
Exactly. This Saturday night
Yes,
in
sir.
Queens, New York,
Elks
we were
Lodge, baby.
New York Wins. Part of wrestling is now. We sponsored the main event, Joey Conway versus Lindsay Dorado for the Wrestling Is Now World Championship. Go to Wrestling Is Now's Instagram page. They have the tickets in their bio. If you want to go attend the show, that's how you get the tickets. Again, this Saturday is December 2nd. I believe this starts at 7:30 or 7. So be there if you're in the area. Support your local independent wrestling.
Yes,
Do whatever
sir.
you can to show up. But yeah, guess we could just wrap it up there too.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it for this week. Again, Nick, your host. With me is Joel, episode 142 of the Ring Fanatics
yo.
podcast. And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.